Welcome back to our Planet Ayurveda studio. Today we will be discussing with Dr. Meenakshi Chauhan female health problems.
Yeah, and I'm going to guide you about female health, because female is basically in Ayurveda, she's called Shakti, because she has the power to sustain the complete universe. She brings up children, and she has such a body that she can give birth to. In Hindu mythology, they say that a female can give birth to 100 children. Because her body is framed in that way, and in today's world female is walking hand in hand with his counterpart, with males, and working at home as well as working outside, and is able to maintain balance, but her health needs lot of care, and it is a hot topic all over the world that female health is of major concern, because she needs extra care because her body is formed in such a way that there are a lot of hormonal changes since she is born.
Yeah.
Because once she's a small child, she's just similar to boys, but once she reaches her teenage, she starts with her periods, menarche, and there are a lot of hormonal changes that come over. There is formation of good shape, and her reproductive system is associated with her complete health. And so it is a major part that a female has to focus on once she reaches her teenage, and she needs to maintain her hygiene level to keep herself clean, because she is very prone to reproductive region infections. And when she reaches the marriageable age and she is childbearing age, even then she goes through a lot of hormonal changes. And once she is bringing up children and feeding them, again there are hormonal changes, and once she reaches her menopause, again. So all the time she is up and down with her hormones, and so there are beautiful herbs in Ayurveda that cater to the need of female health completely. So today I am going to tell you about one major disease that normally we see among a lot of teenagers and middle-aged women, that is PCOD. It is polycystic ovary disease. Normally in ancient times people were not too much into naming the disease, but they were more into just curing the symptoms, and we can easily handle this problem with the Ayurvedic herbs, because what we need to do is normally PCOD has patients with symptoms like they have irregular periods, scanty flow, and too much of pain. And sometimes the girls, they are not able to do their daily tasks during their cycle, and maybe they are vomiting, or they are just completely on bed and shivering with fever. So all these are symptoms related to PCOD. So what exactly is PCOD? It is again a hormonal disturbance, that there are cysts formed inside their ovaries and that block the flow of blood. So according to Ayurveda, it is completely related to Vata, because Vata it blocks all the channels. So in Ayurveda we focus more on the diet, so that if the female is able to balance her diet according to her body type, she can easily get rid of PCOD. In the initial stage, we start with cow ghee. It is a miracle therapy in patients of PCOD. We just recommend that if you are far off and you can't start with any herb, just start with cow ghee. You can prepare it very easily at home from taking butter and just making and drinking it with little hot milk. And again you can use turmeric, that can be easily found in all food stores. So with cow ghee and mixing turmeric, maybe the right thing is curcumin, because it is the real extract. So starting with that, and they can detoxify the cyst, like they can dissolve the cyst easily with just cow ghee and curcumin. But patients suffering from like for a longer period, like they are suffering from 2-3 years and they are just taking therapies or taking painkillers or other kind of medicines. So for them we have longer treatments. Like we have very good herbs by the name Shatavari. This herb is used in ancient times, like from as soon as the girl started with her cycle. From the teenage, they were given Shatavari in one form or the other. Maybe Shatavari milk was given, or maybe Shatavari in form of powder was given, or they made balls of Stavri again mixing with jaggery. So there were different forms in traditional Indian medicine that Stavri was consumed by girls. Maybe they mixed it with flour and everything, and they started, as soon as teenage started, they started with giving them Stavri. And Stavri helps in balancing all the female hormones, and so that they don't suffer from any gynecological problems, and when they reach the childbearing years, they can easily give birth to healthy children. And it also, Stavri also balances their breast development, because there are females, particularly Vata prominent females, they have very lean body and they don't have a balanced shape. So that is also a sign to find out that they are suffering from some because when a female meets an Ayurvedic physician or a Vaidya, normally we can make out from their body type that they are suffering from PCOD, because just looking at their body shape, we can make out that they might be having these symptoms. So it is very easy to locate, or just by their body type we can make out that PCOD is the prominent disease they are coming up with. So other herbs that we use is we give them Lodra, Ashoka, and Shatavari. It is a very good combination, and patients who don't have regular cycle and they have like having cycle 1 month and they skip 2 months, then along with that these herbs we also add Tulsi, because Tulsi is hot in nature, and it helps to melt out all the deposits of blood clots inside the uterus. So to melt out all these clots, we give Tulsi along with other 3 herbs, and we get very good results with those. Along with we add curcumin. So we have a lot of herbal combinations. With these we can easily balance PCOD.
Are there any meals that should be skipped, that should not be taken?
We need to follow a very proper diet chart in PCOD cases, and that chart includes we need to skip all sour fruits like lemon, oranges, grapes, all the sour variety citrus fruits we need to skip, and avoid all kind of soda drinks. Particularly during the cycle, when a female knows that her cycle is due 1 week ahead, she should avoid taking all cold drinks, soda drinks, alcohol. It should be avoided. But wine is okay, because again it is hot in nature, and it
okay, so let's forget soda.
But they should avoid beer. But wine is good in a way, because it is hot in nature and it helps to excrete out the deposits of the blood clots. So wine can be taken again in appropriate quantity. Too much of anything is bad. Yes. And then coming to the right diet, take more of salads. Again, it has to be taken with black pepper and avoiding lemon and other sour dressings. Only lemon, olive oil, cow ghee, it should be included. And take more of vegetable soups with pepper and maybe turmeric.
So always adding some hot spices into the meal?
Yeah, during their cycle.
Okay.
If you can enjoy all kind of desserts and ice creams, but as soon as you are approaching your cycle 1 week ahead, we recommend all the females to avoid taking too much of
1 week ahead, and during also the same?
During also the same, and after that they can follow the normal regime. And in Ayurveda it has also been stressed that during the cycle they should avoid taking too much of cold drinks, particularly during the first and second day of cycle. They should not take any ice water or ice coated desserts, and also they should avoid taking head shower, because again the pituitary gland, it is affecting our other hormones. So the head shower is contraindicated in Ayurveda, because directly putting too much of cold water. But you can take light shower with like lukewarm water. But some people, they enjoy cold water because of they feel heat during their cycle. So we normally ask females that so they tell me that they enjoy taking shower thrice a day during their cycle. But normally we recommend just 1 shower, and they should avoid taking head bath, because we need during that time we need heat in the body to melt out the clots. So that should be taken good care, and we see good amazing results with these herbs during PCOD.
Okay. Thank you very much.